Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural episode of Just Saying Football with Jack and Sean. I'm your host, Sean Gannon, alongside my friend, Jack McNicholas, and welcome to the Just Saying Football show. We're here to bring you news, notes, weekly updates, and game analysis of your favorite teams each week. If you have not had the chance yet, go and check out our website at justsayingfootball.com and follow us on Instagram for your updates on our latest articles at Just Saying No G WJS. We will be coming to you every Wednesday afternoon with a weekly show on the outlook of the Thursday game, along with all the weekend games and especially the Sunday and Monday night football ones.
Absolutely. And with football back in 72 hours, we could not be happier. We've been waiting all year, and we had no idea whether the season's going to happen. And it seems like the NFL is taking all the proper protocols to come back, and we are waiting for that Thursday night Chiefs-Texans game in Arrowhead, the defending champions in the kickoff game. And, Texans beat the Arrowhead. They went into Arrowhead week 6. They won that game 31-24. And then the Chiefs had the same, they had the same advantage there. They were down 24-0 in the divisional, and what a comeback. They win that game 51-31. They scored 8 drives in a row, which is a playoff record. And, we're looking for that spark on Thursday, aren't we?
I think that really what's going to happen here in the Thursday night kickoff, and it's going to be to no surprise of everyone. The Chiefs are going to win. Let's not sugarcoat it. I think that both offensively and defensively, they completely outmatch what the Texans bring, especially now with no DeAndre Hopkins on that team.
Exactly.
That was 150 targets last year. That's now going to be up to the taking for guys like Randall Cobb, Fuller, Cooks, Kiki Kuti, but none of them are DeAndre Hopkins, and they just will not have the same effect, I think, that he had. So I got to go Chiefs here. There's no way that it's going to be the Texans.
I absolutely agree. I think, with Deshaun there, he just got paid and the stories there. But, we got, Mahomes also got paid this offseason. And, a bigger contract, I may add, but, he still was able to have his guys locked up around him, Kelsey, Chris Jones. They have Frank Clark coming back. They still have Tyrann Mathieu, Tyreek Hill on that offense, one of the fastest guys in the entire NFL. And, we were able to see what these guys were able to do last year. Even if they're in a hole, they're able to come right out of that hole. They're able to score on you. Their defense will create a turnover. You need that, to be successful in the NFL. You need that offensive and defensive balance. And I know you're excited about Clyde. He's going to be
100%.
something that we haven't seen in the NFL yet. But, he's going to be a weapon for that offense.
Look, Damian Williams is sitting out because of COVID, and completely understand that. You have to stay healthy. You want your family to stay healthy. And this now puts Clyde Edwards-Helaire in a really great opportunity to be that running back one that everyone has expected him to be. Like, from pretty much week 1, there's no one really else in that backfield but him. So it's going to be all up to him. And I think what he brings to the table, similar to Damian Williams, is the ability to catch out of the backfield and run the ball. If you go through his LSU tape, there are just some games where he's doing everything for that offense, catching the ball, running the ball. And it's going to be a lot of fun to have Mahomes having a back like that, who can line up outside, who can do a really nice slip screen. It's going to be a lot of fun. I really just don't think that the Texans this week, as great as J.J. Watt is, are going to be ready for just the weapons of the Chiefs offense.
Yeah, and, I was reading the other day about Pro Football Focus with Mitchell Schwartz, their right tackle for the Chiefs. He's going to have his hands full all day with J.J. Watt, but he has been fantastic, not getting penalized for over 1,000 snaps. Things of that nature as well are going to be huge for the run game for Mahomes. They still have Eric Fisher on the left side of that line. This team has depth, and it has layers to it that, the Texans right now, after the changes they made this offseason, it's all up in the air. Things are questionable. We don't know what this Texans offense is going to look like. If it's the exact same as it was last year with these speed guys, I don't think that they're going to have that timing. Deshaun Watson over the offseason was working with his receivers on timing and took them on trips. Things of that doesn't just happen. Like, they don't just happen in the summer. Things really have to develop. The offense has to flow. The run game from David Johnson is going to be huge. He's really ready to establish himself as another workhorse back after an offseason last year and then getting traded in the DeAndre Hopkins trade. I'm interested to see if that guy gets 25 touches a game, if he gets 10 touches a game. With Duke Johnson back there, I believe that he's going to take a lot of the receiving, as they are going like with more of a speed. And he is a little faster than Johnson, shiftier out of the backfield too. But I'm interested to see what this Texans offense looks like. I'm interested to see if their defense steps up. They have a lot of journeyman cornerbacks, as we were talking about once earlier before. And, I believe the Chiefs just come out on top. I don't see too many scenarios, with all respect to that Texans team. It's just you're going up against the defending champs. And, these guys only got better this offseason.
And one thing about the Chiefs as well, outside was keeping continuity on their roster. They've done it on the flip side with management and with their coaching staff. Andy Reid has retained the offensive coordinator. He's retained his defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
The GM just got locked up. Andy Reid just got locked up. They're from top down or the exact same franchise from last year with this incredible roster, incredible coaching staff. I think Deshaun Watson's a top-level quarterback, and I'm really happy that he got paid. This is no disrespect to Deshaun Watson as the great quarterback that he is, but he's dealing with a slightly weaker wide receiver group. He has no receiver on his roster, started all 16 games last year. Fuller got through 11, Cobb got through 15, Cooks got through 14, and Kuti got through 9. Out of all of those receivers, none of them had over 1,000 yards. It's Randall Cobb who came the closest at 828 in 2019. And none of them scored more than 3 touchdowns. It's Cobb and Fuller had a max of 3 touchdowns. And it's things like that you're seeing that begin to make me worried if I'm a Texans fan. Or if I'm the Texans myself, I'm a little bit worried about these stats. I haven't given my now young signed quarterback the correct weapons that he needs. And I shipped out arguably the best wide receiver in the entire NFL.
Yeah, I believe that they shipped him out just to, I know that there were, I liked the opportunity for DeAndre Hopkins after the quarterbacks he's had to deal with, but I'm one of those people that just wanted to see him with Deshaun for longer.
Yep.
But it's going to be interesting. Like we said, we haven't seen this team play until then. We have to just assume with Kansas City being the champions, being better, having getting better this offseason, having all of this, been able to move things around financially to keep their team together. It's just an impressive feat. When you see a team built from management down like that, you can't doubt them going into the season that they have a good mentality to repeat.
Mm-hmm. And I know that there are no fans, but it's still going to be hard to play at Arrowhead. I imagine the NFL is going to do something similar to the NBA right now, where they're going to have fans simulated into the game. And if you're going to simulate fans at Arrowhead, that means it's going to get loud. Same with the 12th man out in Seattle. It's going to get loud. That's part of the experience. But I expect the Chiefs to win this game.
Me too, as well. I just think it's a lock.